Jason Pockrandt here, founder of Fatherless to Fatherhood, two-time best-selling author and TEDx speaker. I want to share with you today a quick story about my newest book, Father-Daughter Conversations. I remember it like it was yesterday. My wife at the time had just taken her pregnancy test. I was at work that afternoon. She sent me a picture of it, and I remember seeing the little plus sign. And the first thing I thought to myself was, that means we're positive we're not having a baby, right? I'm sure that's what you thought too. And I also remember that night getting out of work at 5 o'clock and heading over to our Toastmasters meeting because I was still determined to become the TEDx speaker that I wanted to be and the husband and coach that I am today. So we drove off to my Toastmasters meeting. My wife left with a bag of gummy worms, driving around town, thinking about what we were going to do. We had our doctor's appointment the next morning. So when we showed up the next morning at the doctor's office, I remember that hesitation and that reservation just as much. We sat there and the doctor took the pregnancy test. She left the room and it was the longest 15 minutes of my life. And then when she came back in, she looked at us both and she says to me, "Congratulations." To which my natural response was, "For what?" And she said, "Because you're going to be a dad." And I remember the first thing that I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna be a dad? You see, at the time, I couldn't imagine what it was gonna be like to be a father. All I could think about was becoming a father, not having my dad around, having lost my father when I was 17. I didn't know what I was gonna do or where I was gonna go. And then I could only imagine what life was gonna be like if I had a daughter. You see, for all the men out there, and all the new dads, the seasoned dads, and dads alike, there's plenty of information about how to raise a boy and how to help him be a man. In fact, for the most part, we can figure out 99% of the things ourselves, having been one. Am I right? But what's going to happen when you find out you're going to have a daughter? What are you going to do when you don't know how to interact with that alien you have at home? That was the thoughts that I had. So after I found out that it was going to be a little girl, I decided I had to do something. I had to put together something for all the fatherless fathers like myself out there trying to figure it out. And I'd like to introduce to you today my latest book, Father-Daughter Conversations. Now, Father-Daughter Conversations is a collection of stories for myself and 10 other dads. And I have everything inside this book from pastors, to fathers, to artists, to business owners, and the like. And not only that, I took it one step further. I decided to put in the back of each chapter conversation starters for you to take home with your daughter and to begin the conversation that we need to have so that you can become the husband and father that you were created to be. And what I'm doing today for a limited time only is I'm giving away a free copy of my book, Father-Daughter Conversations, to you. All that I ask is you pay a small shipping and handling fee. I believe it's $7.95 for anywhere in the United States. I'm going to give you a brand new paperback copy of Father-Daughter Conversations. So go ahead, click the link below this button today and get your free copy. I only have a handful left to give out, and as I said, there's no tricks, no gimmicks. It's just all about helping husbands and fathers become the husbands and fathers they were created to be so they can be there for their daughters. So click the link below. It's a limited time offer. You're one of the special few watching this video, so you're hearing the message. And that tells me that you care about becoming the father you were created to be. So click the link below and order today your copy of Father-Daughter Conversations for free. Until next time, guys, this has been Jason, and I'll see you on the other side.